When I've still got enough charge, I'm going to make a video complaint about these chargers, right? First thing, you can't get them open. You cannot get that packet open. And I don't know if a normal person can get it open, but I certainly can't. So, you have to be really efficient and well organised and have a pair of scissors ready. As you can see, I've opened it with these scissors. This is packet number 2, because neither this charger, no, it's not called a charger, it's called a power adapter, nor this cable, the original one, works. You can tell that. I've got it plugged in right now into this thing. And if you say, oh no, you're using the wrong thing, don't worry. I use the original charger, which I right now is below. Oh no, this is the original charger. I bunged it in the wall, I know, didn't work. That don't fucking work. Right, you do not expect, you go out and spend a considerable amount of money on a power cable and a power adapter and a cable, and neither of them fucking work, no matter what plug socket you use, and no matter if you change that one, if you think, oh, maybe it's the cable, so I'll stick it in here instead. I could say, oh, that's because this circular black thing doesn't work. It's got a fault. No, it hasn't. Because otherwise this lamp wouldn't be able to work, would it? Okay, excuse me while I find my ashtray. Another thing that eBay didn't send me. I've ordered multiple ashtrays off eBay. And another thing that was stolen by the house clearance people. I had perfectly good ashtrays. Really excellent Moroccan ones where you actually lift up the lid so you don't get any smoke and they all drop down. You put water in them. Have I got one now? No. Can you buy them on eBay? No. Can I go to the shop and buy some? No. Why not? A, I've got mobility issues. It's too far away. Am I going to go and take an Uber there? No, because it costs too much. Why can I not afford it? Because 22,000 quid have been pinched out of my account. Anyway, let's move on to cable number 2. And I want you to look at the irritation value here. Right, firstly, why do they sell these fuckers in a bag you can't open without using scissors? Right, I'm not going to bother looking at this sort of nonsense here. I know you can't open it without scissors. I know what you need is a sharp implement. You got to stab it through, rip the packet open and get the fuckers out. That is a bad design. If you're running out of charge, you want to get it open right away. This is the envelope that my friend Tessa very kindly sent me. Not only 2 cables, I was only asking for the cables. She sent me the goddamn power chargers as well. And neither of them work. Well, no, we don't know. We know this one doesn't work, right? So she'll have to send it back. Or I prefer writing letters of complaint, but of course I can't write anymore. So I've kind of plugged in a few things here. Right, so that doesn't work, that doesn't work. So then you have this sort of a problem. How are you going to get this open? How are you going to get this open? Right, okay, admittedly I'm just using my left hand. But you've got all this crap here. You got to pull this fucker open. You got to tear little bits of it. I think all of it needs to go. Like, return all the little bits of paper as well. Like, why do they do that? you know, then you're more time doing this. Time that could be better spent, I don't know. I mean, it's all right if you're listening to Wagner, but you can't listen to Wagner. Why? Do you see how long it's taken me to do this? Don't tell me to give up smoking. Why do you think I smoke? Because of this kind of fucking crap thing. What I'm going to do is put the phone down briefly and rip all the bits of paper off, because it will be quicker, okay? And my, whatever, hypertension will reduce. So hang on, but you've got nothing nice to look at, so it's all going to go grey. Because somebody didn't... Oh yeah, because the clearance people stole my stand. Right? Which is really proper failed to. Okay, very serious hand tremor. Also, sitting around waiting for this alcohol woman to turn up, so I've been stressed all morning in a state of fucking total terror. And, well, this video's last 6 minutes. I started it at 2:03. Like, so she's got about 6 minutes more. And then I don't answer the door, because if somebody keeps me waiting 15 minutes, they are out. Right? No excuses. I don't want them coming round to my house anyway. Right, there we go. We leave that there. Nobody is living in the above flat. You are allowed to smoke in your own house, and I can't put a cigarette out properly because I've got hand tremor. And the clearance people have stolen this particular ashtray. You just put the cigarette on the surface and then you plunge it down. It all goes down, and you know, then you wouldn't have smoke going under there, and then you wouldn't have complaints. Well, fuck them. They're gonna have to fucking complain and serve them right. Maybe they can cope with the modern age. And to be fair, anybody who can is sick. Yeah, because the modern age doesn't provide you with anything decent. Let's have a look at our second present from Tessa. Okay, now this, no, yeah, I've just taken it out of the plastic. So this is the second one. Got the old one there. I'm now gonna do all this. Like, plug it in there, plug it in there, plug it into my phone, waste more of my fucking time. Yeah? Because everything ought to work anyway, forever. Let's see. Let's see if my bad luck is so incredibly bad that not only one charger and one cable sent by the good Tessa doesn't work, but the second one also doesn't work. Let's see. So you have to go down and with the blacky grey for a bit. I can't help you. I mean, were I you, I'd just buy Weeds and Wildflowers and have a look at a nice Jessica Greenman etching, or buy one off me. Your life will improve considerably. Sorry that I sound like a fishwife, but my pictures don't. Okay, I'm having incredible difficulty sticking it in. But in it is. Right, so we're going to try in the first plug hole here. See if that works. I'm going to stick this in the end of the phone. And one thing I've noticed about these chargers. Right, there you go. Plugged in. Oh, you can't see it. There we go. Right, now I'm going to stick it in the end of the phone. One thing I noticed is that these cables come out real quick. I can't actually tell because the video prevents me from telling me whether it's working or not. So what I'm going to do is lay a bet. I'm going to say, what are the bets? I mean, obviously, it might not work here because, like, maybe there's something wrong with the plug. Maybe there's something wrong with the cable, or maybe there's something wrong with the power adapter. But if we use a different plug, if we use a different cable, we really haven't got one. You know, blah-de-blah-de-blah, but we might be able to put that cable in one of those holes, and I've got more of these holes in the bedroom. We can spend half an hour experimenting and driving ourselves completely insane while we could be, you know, designing Otessa knickers or drawing another magnificent work of art such as that one here, instead of having our time fucking wasted by goddamn mechanical bits of equipment that ought to work because they're made by morons. Yeah, they're designed, they're meant to work, they then don't work, and then you have all this fucking hassle. No. No, 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 no. Look at that. Can you see that? Okay, it's upside down, it's behind a rubbish bin, but I think you're aware of the genius there. Right, that's hard. You know, that is hard. Right, it's a beautiful fucking etching. Right, yet, no one's seen it. I don't have a gallery. Right, sorry about the hand tremor. Sort it out. Make sure the people who design these things and sell them and they're complete rubbish are all prosecuted. Give me 6 million a picture from now on. Yeah. For all the fucking years I spent poverty-stricken and needing, and still am, needing people like Tessa to send me goddamn things like power cables and whatever that then don't fucking work. I mean, of course, we don't know. This one might be working. Second time lucky. I have to go and experiment with it. One thing I do know, because this video is now 11:48, right, so it's nearly 12 minutes long, is that these people who were meant to come and see me at 2 o'clock are now late. Yeah, 12 minutes. 12 plus 3 is 15. Yeah, that's it. You don't get more than 15 minutes. No, you fucked up. I don't answer the door. Well, I do answer the door because it might be a delivery of no doubt more fucking shit like this that doesn't work. You know, that I then have to spend ages and ages trying to get open and trying to stick into plug holes and all the rest of it. I mean, where's the staff? Like, when you can draw like that, then you can talk. Then we can have a discussion. When you can do that, then you get to pull rank. Till then, no. No, you just do as I say. I mean, obviously that doesn't include Tessa. Tessa's just being incredibly kind to me, but Tessa doesn't design these fuckers. She's not the person abusing me. She's doing a level best. She managed to get it sent over, like, in one day. It's just the product itself is shit. Right? Well, what do you think people like that deserve? Oh, God, I think I'm going to have a drink. Okay, so I could have Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah. It's better to really drink from a bottle in my case. I think we'll leave that there for other people, for guests. I mean, you never know. He's going to walk through the door and for some reason or other be trapped here by the miniature rattan stool. Not the rattan stool that I actually owned that was stolen by the clearance people, but a miniature one that I bought on eBay as a form of replacement. Likewise, this isn't the angle poison that I actually had. No, that was also stolen by the clearance people. But my complaints are endless. And my complaints are all fair. Because I'm the fairest of them all. And have a look at this. This is some message to, you know, a degenerate social worker. I tried to explain to him, and yeah, a lot of it's got bitten off. I'm going to have to get going with the sellotape. Yeah, OT assessment. You know when that was written? September last year. What a fucking shit. God, I hate them. I mean, you know, the entirety of Westminster City Council needs prosecuting. It needs to be brought down. Maybe I'm the man for the job. Beeswax. Yeah, this is, yeah, they can all come in here and start, you know, rubbing beeswax into that beautiful old wooden door. You know, at least that's a proper job. Yeah? You know, it's a physical job. You rub beeswax into wood, then you know what you're doing. And, you know, see visible results. They can clean that up as well. That's what they can do instead of promising me an OT assessment, which I've been waiting for 3 years for anyway. Do you notice there's been a slight... Okay, we've got hand tremor, but not very extreme. Do you know why that is? Justice. I get a lot calmer when I'm exacting justice. Look at that. No hand tremor at all. Okay, there is a bit here. And okay, I do have my right arm clamped to my leg, but, you know, we're in a state of real stress. You know, the hand will be wobbling everywhere. Yeah. What? Ooh, let's have a look at that. 10%. So that's going to have to be recharged as well. We got it. Yeah, I don't think... well, we know those chargers don't work. We're just going to find out if this one works, yeah? We'll find out if that works. Blah, 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 blah. It's okay, I've got about 10 of these already. I can afford to let them run out of charge and piss about. You know, I've got knickers to design. I've got novels to write. Poor Tessa doesn't need to be sending me fucking charges through the post. She's got better things to do with her life. And the fact that she then, not only does she send me one, like a power cable and a charge, she sends me two. She's that nice. And so far, the first one didn't work at all. Like, that's not what Tessa should be doing with her life. So, you know, I'm going to prosecute. I shall prosecute you. No, but at least I managed to get my little orange scissors in the mug. So I've done a little bit of tidying up. Yeah, interesting box here. I wonder what we should put in it. Maybe we should put in the severed heads of those we hate and who we have had killed by the guillotine. Yes, I think this is the box for the severed heads. I shall mark it. We can sort of call it concept art or something ridiculous like that. I think it's a dirty sock, yeah. Okay, so that goes in there. I've got a bag there full of dirty clothes. I don't have a washing machine. I don't know where the laundrette is. Enough of my problems. We are now going to find out whether this works and whether this phone is in fact charging. Okay, bye.